Hi, I'm Marissa from beautifulyorganized.com, and today I want to talk to you about why we want to be organized. Now, I don't know about you, but the whole reason I want to be a more organized person is so that I can make my life easier. For me, it's really not about being perfect. It's not about having a Pinterest perfect house. I love beautiful things, but that's too much pressure for me. I just want a happy everyday life. And you might have noticed my organizing workshops and programs are all about making life easier too. It's about freeing ourselves up so we have more time and space and energy to do the things that we really enjoy. Life shouldn't be a struggle, parenting shouldn't be a contest, and homemaking shouldn't be an art form. You don't get any extra points for doing things perfectly around the house, and you don't get any extra credit for doing things faster or in a better looking way. In fact, most of the time people barely even notice that you've done the thing, let alone done it to a certain level of perfection. They're too busy focused on their own day-to-day stuff to really take note on how well you're doing things. And whose definition of exactly right is correct anyway? I think life should be as easy and as enjoyable as possible. And I know we're all going to face hurdles at some point now and then, but I don't think that hurdles and overcoming struggles should be the norm in day-to-day life as a parent. We shouldn't be stressed every day. We shouldn't be trying to improve ourselves all the time. We shouldn't be trying to keep up with other people. And I say this because I get a lot of emails from mums who, from what I can see, are really good people. You know, they're great role models for their kids. They're kind to others. They work really hard in unpaid or paid work. You know, they're really good people, but they still write things like, I just wish I could be as good as other mums at this, or I wish I could be better at this, or I'm just not very good at this. I think that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. I haven't met anyone yet who is perfect, and I know I am definitely not perfect myself. I just think it's all about perspective. There's no perfect way to parent. There's no perfect way to keep your house organized and tidy. There's no perfect way to manage your life. There's no perfect way to do anything because all of us are so different. We've got different backgrounds, different past experiences, different circumstances, different everything. I don't think we should aim to do things perfectly or even just as good as someone else. I think that we should aim for what feels good to us. My goal in life is just to be happy, and for me that means finding easier ways to do the day-to-day responsibilities so that it frees me up more to do the stuff that I really love, like spending time with my loved ones and going to the movies and doing a puzzle and reading a book, taking a nap, all of that stuff. Binge watching Netflix, going to bed early, playing cards and chess. Turns out there's a lot of stuff I love doing. It also means using little tips and hacks and shortcuts for things like physical load and mental load so that I don't put so much pressure on myself to remember to do everything or to do everything perfectly. I want to feel like I'm on holiday at some point every day. I want that calm, peaceful, relaxed feeling. I want that vibe you get in between Christmas and New Year where nothing is urgent, there isn't really anything that you have to do, and you get to just relax and not worry about what day it is. That's kind of how I want to live my life. And so to make things easier, I have a few little tips and tricks and hacks that just help ease the pressure in day-to-day responsibilities. They help make things a little easier or more fun or quicker. They're just little things that I do or stuff that I recommend to my clients that just helps with the day-to-day stuff and allows us to relax and let go a little. Some of them I still do all the time. Some of them I used to do, but I don't do anymore now that the kids are older. Some of them you might like and you might try, or some of them you might find really weird and think that I'm crazy for doing them or recommending them. But in the spirit of not being perfect, I'm happy to share them. Okay, so here are my favorite hacks to make things easier day to day. When I'm doing the washing, I like to put pegs on my clothes and then I put about 6 items of the washing on my shoulder so that I can just go and hang them in one go. I don't have to go back and forth between the peg basket and the clothesline and the washing basket anymore. I like to shower at night so that I have one less thing to do in the morning, and I find a nighttime shower is much more relaxing than a morning shower when I'm in a hurry to get the day started and get everybody out of the house. At nighttime I can take my time, I can do a little beauty routine stuff as well while I'm in the bathroom and just really relax before I go to bed. When my kids were babies, I used to keep a post-it note in the nappy bag so that I didn't have to remember all of the stuff that I had to pack in the bag every day. I would just check the list anytime I needed to refill the bag, or if we were about to go out the next day, I would go and just check the list and make sure everything was in there. It was really handy too when other people were taking the kids out, so they didn't have to ask me what to put in the bag either. They could just check the list. When my kids were young, I used to put them in the next day's clothes after their nighttime bath. They wore comfy clothes anyway, leggings and track pants and stretchy things, and they slept fine in them, and it was one less job for me to do in the morning. So yeah, it was easy. I've eaten the exact same breakfast for the last year or so. It's healthy, it tastes great, it keeps me full until lunchtime, and it's one less decision to make in the morning. I switched out our family washing basket, the big one, and I replaced it with 4 little ones instead, so that everybody in the family, including the kids, could handle their own washing and just do 1 load of washing a week of their own stuff. It's so much easier because I'm not drowning in dirty washing anymore. And the kids, even my youngest, I put a step stool in front of the washing machine so she can reach the buttons on the machine as well as manage the small washing basket. So along with little clothes horses that are like this high, they can hang their washing on those instead of on the regular line. And yeah, all of a sudden I only have to do my clothes, and then I do sheets and towels, that sort of thing, and then they take care of their own clothes. It also gets them to be a little bit more responsible too. If they want a particular outfit ready, they have to start thinking ahead of time, not just me. And my kids are 12 and 10 now, so they can start to do that. I don't cook dinner for my family anymore. Don't worry, they still eat. I eat mostly plant-based, so for me, I batch cook 2 different veggie-based soups once a week, and I freeze portions of those so that I have lunch and dinner for the week ahead. And then I just cook noodles or rice or pasta or potatoes to go with them when I want to eat. And for the kids, my husband is a better cook anyway, and he enjoys cooking, and the kids love his cooking, so he cooks for himself and the 2 kids. Now for them, we have a 31-day revolving meal plan. It's like a meal plan that never ends. It's a piece of paper with 31 of their favorite meals on it. And so any particular month, if nobody feels like meal planning, they can just go off that paper every day and have an idea ready to go. Or if everybody wants to pick meals for the week, they can take that list and the kids choose 2 of their favorites off that list for the week, and my husband chooses the other 3 meals that they're gonna have that week. And then yeah, it's a lot less thinking. It's a lot less coming up with ideas. It's more selecting rather than having to take on that mental load. Now, if you hate meal planning, I highly recommend you outsource it. There's a really good resource that I've used in the past and still recommend to people, and I'll leave a link under this video so you can check it out. You don't have to do a meal plan, you don't have to do a grocery list, it's all done for you, and there are so many different options in terms of dietary requirements. It's like all of the hard work is done for you. I wear a lot of my clothes more than once so that I can do less washing. And it saves time and it saves energy and it saves water. So yeah, my clothes, they don't get very dirty. If they're stained, I'm not going to rewear them. But yeah, a lot of the time, things like this that I wear over another piece of clothing, that doesn't need to be washed after I've worn it for a few hours. I only wash my hair once a week, and I've been doing it for years now, and no one has ever had anything bad to say about it. And that's it. Those are my favorite hacks and tips and shortcuts that make day-to-day life a little easier. It means that I can put in a little less effort and have a little more free time to enjoy my life and my family. I hope you found them helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. There's a car coming. My dogs are barking again. Now there's like a creepy banging noise. And I'd love to know if you have any hacks. Lucy. Bob. Oh, hi, I just wanted to let you know before you watch the next video, we have some really good resources that are totally free, and we run regular workshops online, so you can join me live if you want to. Check out the links below, and hopefully I'll see you there soon.